I'm going to be talking today about the one thing you need to be successful at Etsy, and it's not what you think. So stick around and you'll find out. My name's Eric. I've been in Etsy 4 years. I've been selling custom outdoor wood signs, and basically, I started out like you guys as a employee, somebody with a dream that just wanted to make some money on the side, wanted to make Etsy work. I didn't have any clue what to do. So I just went along, made my first shop. It was a digital file shop in which I sold SVGs. It went along really good, but I didn't know the ins and outs of Etsy. So I thought it didn't have enough capacity. I ended up closing it down. I opened another shop. It was a decal vinyl sticker shop which just sold like different vinyls. It was a one layer vinyl, nothing like now, which you could like crop two of them together to make a double tone vinyl sticker. It was just a little Cricut I bought and just started like playing around with it. Once I noticed certain stuff was selling more than others, I then started doing some market research, which is the main thing you gotta do. If I was gonna recommend something you do right now, is to stop selling stuff that you don't know if it sells or not. Sometimes we just want to start and create something out of nothing that we like, but that's not gonna be necessarily what your client likes, what the customer wants, or even what Etsy would like for you to sell. If you have certain tools like eRank or Everbee, I'm gonna leave those links in the description. Those are tools that could help you just find out what sells. In my case, when I started my wood sign shop, I noticed that there was this one seller which sold like 3D carvings. He was the only one around. So I thought, hey, if I figure out how to do these types of signs, which I didn't because I was totally new to CNC. At this point, I hadn't even bought my CNC machine. So I just thought, hey, if I could find out how to carve this sign, I could sell at least like 10% of what he's selling, and that would equate to like three signs a day. So three signs a day would be three orders daily. I knew at the beginning I would have to like start putting signs up and keep on grinding that, but I was willing to do that because anything would be better than the job I had. So one of the things I had early on was I had the intention of basically trying to make at least 100 different designs. I once read in an article, I don't know where, that it said, hey, the average Etsy seller has about 113 listings, I think it was. So if you haven't done 100 and at least 20 listings, different variations of your product, you can't at this point decide if Etsy is worth it for you or not, because you haven't really proven to Etsy that you're a serious seller. Other sellers out there have that 120 designs or more. Yesterday, I was working on coaching with somebody. They were looking at selling jewelry. So there was this one shop that we started to research that just sold like $140,000 of revenue each month, which is amazing. The thing is, when we looked at how many products and different listings they had about 4,950. So he's making a whole lot of money, but he's also getting a whole lot of views because Etsy let him show himself more because he has more variations of products. So that's one thing you gotta understand from the beginning. If you're trying to sell something, find out what sells. And if you're selling, for example, a t-shirt, or you want to get into like funny t-shirts in Spanish for just this purpose, you want to look at how many designs, how many listings are in each of those shops, and how many designs are in each of those sellers. Because you could sell 100 designs a day, but maybe that shop that you looked at has 1,200 different designs. So I've always noticed that there is a big correlation between the number of listings or the number of products you have in your shop and the number of different selling rhythm, or just like how much time it sells there is. So the other, don't do this mistake either, because I wanted, in one point in my life, I wanted to get a whole lot of listings. So what I said to myself, hey, if I do a whole lot of listings, I could have a whole bunch of sales, right? But I started like doing some laser designs, some CNC designs, some painted designs, some vinyl designs, and I was going crazy because not every help I had in my shop was willing to help me out in each different part, because not everybody's technical like that. So that was one of those things that I regret right now, but it's maybe one of those things that could help you right away, because if you're thinking about selling on Etsy, the first thing is always, always, always remember, you gotta find out what sells. Don't try and sell anything that doesn't sell. You're gonna get frustrated, you're gonna get irritated, you're gonna waste your time, and you're gonna find out that the money you invested in your products, in your software, and your packaging, it all went to waste. So that's the best advice anybody could give you. You don't need any course for you to find this out. Just look at different YouTube videos on how to use Everbee or how to use eRank, because that's literally all you got to do. You don't want to copy the same product each person has. For example, if I know I have this, right? If this keychain is selling really well and I'm able to make this, well, I wouldn't make exactly this donut. I would try and modify it. How would I modify it? I would try to make it either better quality, more colorful, or even less colorful, but I would try to change whatever this design has, because I already know that people somewhere in the planet are willing to spend money on these donut keychains. So I would look and study what's in their title. I would look and study what's in their description. I would look and study what are the tags like, what's the price. That's very important. You got to know the price, because if they're selling it for $1 but it costs you 4 to make, so don't even try and compete, because you're not going to be able to mass produce these at $1 when it costs you 4. So say you get 40 orders, I mean, you're going to lose money each time. So anyways, I'm going to be sticking around more. I know it's been a little couple days since I posted anything on my channel, but I'm trying to make some changes in the shop, which I promise I'm gonna show you tomorrow, and I promise I'm gonna show you my earnings. So I'm trying to organize myself so it could be streamlined, because I'm really interested in the comments I get from you guys, because you guys seem to enjoy the videos. I don't have anything to hide. I just post a couple of links, of affiliate links out there. It could help me buy a coffee or whatever. I mean, just help this channel out. If you like this content and you really want to know what a behind the scenes Etsy seller looks like, I've sold 40,000 orders only on Etsy, and I've been making six figures since year two. So, I mean, selling six figures since year two. I've sold almost 3 million in revenue for these 4 years. And I also have my Amazon shop, my Shopify store, and another little things I'm working on right now, which I'm gonna be able to tell you later on. I bought a 3D printer. I'm gonna show you how to make a shop with a 3D printer, and I'm gonna be working on that also. I'm trying to invest my time more in content and trying to show you guys how to do it, because it's really gratifying for me to show you. So if you like this content, let me know. If you have any suggestions, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. But in the meanwhile, keep tracking my vlog. It's going to be very interesting how I get to 6 figures a month. And I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you literally what products am I making and how am I creating them, because that's that's been one of the questions that most people have asked me. Hey, how do you get new designs? How do you create new products? In my case, I'm a manufacturing business, so I got the machinery, I got the raw material. I just need to let the machine know which design to carve and like how to carve it. So it's basically a infinite number of possibilities I could make, and I'm gonna be able to make 1,000 designs by the end of the year. If I have 1,000 designs by the end of the year, I could promise you I'm gonna be the biggest wood shop in Etsy that has carved signs and like routed designs. I know there's a whole bunch of people who manufacture like piggy banks and have their own like man stands. I'm not looking to get into any of those products. I'm just looking to keep on expanding my CNC business. Right now, in the short term, I'm gonna be focusing on religious wood signs, which I don't have any of them. More wedding signs, which I don't have. Birthday signs, which I don't have. Military designs, which I don't have. Easter and like now it's gonna be Easter and Sunday and Holy Week and those type of signs. I don't have any of those signs. Uh, Running medal holders, which people have asked me for literally for a whole lot of time since I started my Etsy shop. People have asked me, "Hey, can you do medal hangers and trophy hangers?" That's I'm gonna do that also. And let me see. I'm trying to get into 3D carving again. I know it's a little complicated, but at least the way I do it. But people also have asked me, "Hey, please get into that." So it's gonna be a great Mother's Day, a great Father's Day, and a great Holy Week. I can assure you that. I mean, summer. Let's not even talk about that because I know it's gonna be really, really full of orders. So I'm trying to like document everything so you guys could know and you guys could like literally keep tracking with me how this goes, because the reality is that all these coaches out there just have their, I mean, they have their course and they might know what they're doing, but that's not worth $25,000. That's not worth, I mean, for me at least. I could show you all that. And I know some people are gonna say, "Hey, it doesn't have any value because it's free." But I know there's other people like when I started that are gonna be like, "Hey, Eric is really wanting the best for us, and he's really like trying to document everything just for the sake of it." Because one thing that bothers me is those coaches that really always are like, "Hey, no, you gotta do this, do that. This is what I did," but they never show their shop. They never tell you like what's really their income, their revenue. I mean, I'm literally not spending any ads, any money on Shopify. That's all passive because I took an SEO course on a business institute in Australia, and they basically like they only talk about SEO. So my Shopify store ranks for custom wood signs organically without blog posts, without black hat SEO, just for the organic keywords, just for the tags and the way I structured the whole website. I'm gonna be including more and more different designs in my Shopify store, which I know I haven't done, and that's gonna help me go really fast. I mean, that's because Shopify doesn't have any high fees, so I don't know why I haven't done that. Well, I know because I get out tired and But if I say I'm gonna do it and I put it in the video, then I have to do it. So that's gonna be real interesting. I'm gonna show you where I live. So this guy has a tractor, a big, like, he just put music on it and he thinks he's cool because he could be like driving bar to bar in the neighborhood just on his tractor with his loud music. So if you're ever in Puerto Rico, Saltillo, where I live, Saltillo, baby, you can hear the music from here. So that's all for today, guys. Gonna be talking tomorrow what I do, what I don't do, what I would have done and did not do, and what I should be doing but haven't done. That came out good, I think. Anyways, hope you guys have a good night. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, and hope you guys are really enjoying these videos, because at least for me, I'm documenting myself, so that's gonna be fun to look at it like next year, where I was each of those days for my last year. If you haven't done it, tried it. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking about marketing, and we're gonna be talking about how to market yourself. So that's gonna be super interesting. All right, guys.